आज का सुबह का सच. Now today I'm really happy and excited because people have given this idea for me to cover this topic, but also they have been following up with me when I will be doing this topic or episode. So today I'm going to cover the topic of how to clear job interviews online during this lockdown. Let's go. The first point before even the interview starts is to prepare yourself and make sure that the video call which you are about to do with the interviewer, you are ready with all the technical stuff. Whether you're doing it from laptop, which I would prefer you to cover. If you don't have laptop also, even if you're doing through your mobile phones, make sure that you are prepared technically. Like for example, checking your sound. How's the sound coming where you kept the phone or the laptop? How you're looking in the video in front of interviewer. Like for example, if you're doing an interview during the video call, your position should be 4 fingers above your video call screen should be vacant so that you are clearly visible to the interviewer. It makes a lot of difference. Sit as if you are sitting in a job interview. Take a chair which will give you this posture where you're sitting as if you're sitting across the interviewer. That makes a lot of difference, and the first impression to an interviewer is positive. I have seen many people sitting in sofa or kept the phone below their face and their face is not visible. That creates a kind of a negative mindset to the interviewer, irrespective of whatever the job interview you are giving. Before even getting into the interview, this is the first step and first impression. You should be prepared to clear the interview. The second part comes your resume, the CV. You should reread your CV irrespective of whenever it is made. First of all, it should be updated, and it should be updated with the latest format which is going on in the market. It should not be about 5 years format, same, you have changed the details and you have qualification, and I've seen many people carry on the same resume, only adding their company's details whenever they have left the job. It's a very, very bad way of maintaining your CV. Make sure that you maintain your CV up to date. See some formats. There are a lot of online free formats available. Put the CV with your picture, with your nice passport size photograph, and this kind of the screen which you're seeing, this kind of resume used to be 10 years before. You should be updated with the relevant CV so that before the interview go on, the CV should be attractive to the interviewer, and the details mentioned in the CV you should reread, and you should be prepared yourself. You should not mix the year when an interviewer suddenly asks, okay, so you were from 2013 to 15, you were in this company, and you correct him, no sir, I was there till 2018. Doesn't work. It creates a negative mindset. So prepare your CV, reread your CV one night before the interview, or if it is in the afternoon, reread in the morning itself, and make sure that you are prepared and you know every details which is in the CV. Now, body language is something which I am very fond of when I used to take interviews or I have given interviews. Now, let me tell you, in my 20 years of career, I have given 5 interviews, and I have cleared 5 interviews, and I have joined 5 companies. That's my track record. I have never ever gone on an interview where I have not selected, where I have not joined. So the preparation which I did is not changed. The formats are same. Only the technical specifications have changed, but at the end of the day, it's the same format, same details you should be prepared of. That's why I'm covering this topic, that I can proudly say I have 100% success ratio on clearing interviews. And maybe the choice of companies I have selected to give interviews also very nice that I joined them. I didn't think twice before joining them when I got selected. So make sure that during this lockdown also, the kind of profile or the kind of companies you select, don't just select companies in the desperation. Go to LinkedIn, fill up your resumes in each and every jobs which are available in LinkedIn. Prepare yourself. There are a lot of opportunities available, if not on full-time basis, if it's available on part-time basis, it's available on consultancy basis. Make sure you surf through and only apply to the job which you will be able to clear, and if it is clear, then you'll be able to join. Don't have the second thought of, after selecting, you will give another interview, maybe you're getting a couple of thousands here and there, more. Doesn't work that way. You should be very clear, specific, that if you get cleared, then you should be able to join them, because it creates a negative impression also. If you give interviews to 5 companies and you get selected in 3 and you keep on hanging the other 2, negotiate. Yes, negotiation is important, but you should be prepared on that. So very important. And during this, when you're giving interview, the body language makes a lot of difference to the interviewer, especially if an interviewer is like me. I don't see much of technical aspect. I see the body language, I see the eye contact, and I see his or her confidence more than the technical specifics. If you are confident, if you're smiling to me, even if you're giving wrong answers, I have given a third interview out of 10 questions. Technically, geographically, since I'm from tourism, I must have given 8 wrong answers. But then I got selected because of only my confidence and the body language. Even I asked my interviewer also. The answer was that more than whatever you answered, I liked the way you answered. It's not about what you answer. If you're going for any technical computer related, for example, jobs, don't give wrong answers. But I'm saying it's more of confidence with the smile, the body language which you carry, which impresses the interviewer, even if it is online, rather than you focusing on, I have seen people with a lot of tensions that, okay, what's next? What their mind is only going on, not present what the interviewer is asking, but the questions which he or she will ask in future. Forget about it. Take one question at a time, maintain your posture, maintain your body language, and make sure that you dress up well. Even if it is an online, don't wear a round neck t-shirt or t-shirts of some coats and all. Wear a very, very formal or a semi-casual shirts which will look professional in the interview. The next important point is that you should listen to the questions. I have seen many people, I have noticed that for one question, they give 5 answers, irrelevant answers. For example, if an interviewer asks, okay, tell me something about yourself, they say the history of them for 10 minutes, which the interviewer is not concerned. Always prepare a short bio, which should say your name, how many companies you've worked with, what are your experiences, if you have led any team or not, what is your hobby. Just 5 points which will finish in about 1 minute or maximum 1.5 minutes. The interviewer will always start with this question, not because he wants to know about you in detail. He wants to start off a conversation saying, okay, tell me about yourself, because he's reading your CV and he wants to know whether you are aware of your CV details or not. You have not filled any wrong details. So prepare a short bio of yourself always when you're going for an interview online. The next point, an important point, is you should prepare or pre-prepared. Why should they hire you? Now, I have done a lot of research on the companies where I was about to join, or the role where I'm supposed to do. So always prepare yourself that points on which they should hire you. The profile which they are going to hire you, read about it, Google it and read about the profile. What are the profile needs? If you don't qualify in any of the technical aspect, be frank and tell them. I have seen people that they are honest to inform that this is what they know and this is what they don't know. Don't overcommit. Don't say yes to every answer they ask, and later on when you join or when you go for second or third round, when they ask something technically, you are blank. So it's rather that first interview, you should be clear, this is what I know and this is what I don't know. There's no harm in asking some questions and getting yourself clarify rather than overcommitting. So always be prepared with a short note that why should they hire you for this profile. With your technical knowledge or professional experiences which you had in previous organization, you should be aware of this is what the challenges I faced, this is what the achievements I have done, and this is what I can do it for you. As simple as that. Very crisp, but prepare yourself that why should they hire you. Now, I believe in the power of positivity. I see the aura, I see the positivity which the other person brings in, and I'm sure it is with many of the interviewers. You should be positive, and you should never ever badmouth your previous company or previous bosses to get the job, or the current colleagues if you are aware of something which they have done it in the market. Specifically, if you're going for any sales or business development jobs, never ever do that. Focus on yourself, focus on the profile which you're giving interview for, and always focus on the company wants. The interview is not about you. The interview is about the company, and the experience and the value add which you can bring it to this company is much more important than bad mouthing anybody. So believe in the power of positivity and always be positive. Assume and prepare yourself that you're going to get this job. I have always believed in these things, and I have applied all my interviews. I walk into the interview assuming that this is the job which I will get it. There's no choice that the interview will not select me. That's the confidence I had when I had entered into interview. And before the interview, it's very important to prepare your mind, saying that again and again. So when you're going to attend a video call, get yourself free 15 minutes before. Go with the laptop or mobile, see your face, mock space, and speak in the camera. And when you're speaking to the camera, I have seen people speaking, the camera is here and they are speaking, pointing out in a different directions, and giving answers. That will not work. If you're seeing the eye of a camera, your eye should be matched, and you should be looking into the eyes the way I'm right now looking at. It makes a lot of difference, because the eye contact can be done through a video call also, and it matters a lot. You cannot see like this, you cannot see like this, you cannot see like this. You have to see in front of camera and answer the questions positively, and it will be a greatest point for you to clear the job interview. Interesting point in all this is expect the unexpected. I'll tell you an experience of mine. When I went for my trainee interview, the MD of the company kept the AC at 16 degree in the small room. When I entered, it was very cold. So it was very uncomfortable for me to sit. Yet I kept my cool and I answered every question with the smile, and I was never bothered about the air condition, which was very low. Now, after the interview, with a smile, I asked him that, sir, do you keep the AC 16 degree all through the day, or is it just for the interview? And he smiled and answered me back that I want to see the person who's giving or who's going to join me in a very uncomfortable situation also, which you may face in your job with many of your clients also. How are you handling the situation? And I wanted to see how you handle the situation, and you handled pretty well. Like that, the unexpected things which you may face in your interview is suddenly the interviewer may ask, which is the favorite movie you recently saw, and what do you think about it? And you are surprised, and that look on your face will give him the unpreparedness which you have. So always prepare yourself, and any question which you listen, answer with a smile or openly positively. If you like certain kind of movie which you saw recently, give an honest opinion about it, and you will be okay. He will not judge you with whatever answer, or he or she will not judge you with or any answer which you give. It's about the confidence, and it's about the preparedness which you have during the interview. They will see. Develop a rapport is an interesting and important aspect when you're giving an interview. If you are having a positive approach towards the interviewer, he will for sure open up. Don't get over friendly with the interviewer, but it is very important to create a rapport with the interviewer, and it creates an impact. Be positive, show some energy, and the sense of humor. It works a lot. I have interviewed few people whom I have selected purely on the sense of humor and the way they answer, irrespective of the technical knowledge they have or the previous experiences also. Last but not the least is be natural. Now, everybody has a limitation. I have a limitation, you have limitations. It's very important to be natural when you're giving interview. Rather than assuming, or rather than trying to impress the person, if you try to be natural, and if you try to be positive, if you try to be vibrant, if you try to be answering every question with a smile, then there is no way that the interviewer will not select you. Believe me, it worked for me in this last 20 years, and for sure it will work for you. So be real, be prepared. If you have unexpected interview also, take about 2 hours of time from the person and prepare yourself. Don't show the desperation. I know that during this lockdown, everybody is looking for a job, and the eyes should not look desperate in the interviewer, and it doesn't help with your negotiations also. Now, when you're giving interview, the worst part which you can give, if somebody asks, okay, what are your expectations? And somebody bluntly answers, now my salary was 30,000 and I'm expecting 45,000. That doesn't work. So you should politely answer that, okay, the payslip has my current remunerations and I would expect something with the current market standards. Simple. Unless until the HR or next round of interviewer specifically ask the percentage, that too, that if you have to answer, then you can say, okay, I would expect 25 to 30% hike. That's the max to max answer you should give, rather than bluntly saying, currently my salary is 30 and I would expect 45. That doesn't work with any of the interviewer at all. These are the some points which may be useful to you other than the technical specifications, because I have used it all my life and I have been getting the result, and I'm sure you will also. Don't skip any points. All the best. Have a nice day. Crack your interview now.